Hello, hello, welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. This is my spoiler review for X-Men 97, episode 4. It's a two-part episode called Motendo and Life Death Part 1, so there's going to be a part 2 to this episode. Very good, all around very good. Both parts are really good for two different reasons. The first part was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It dealt with Jubilee and Roberto. They were the main protagonists of that episode. It was Jubilee's 18th birthday. So for her 18th birthday, she went to the team and she's like, hey, I want to go to the arcade. Something Jubilee would want to do. But as she's explaining to Roberto her frustration, because Magneto says, hey, instead of going out to the arcade, I want you to train in the Danger Room. Again, I said, this is what makes the X-Men such a top tier team, is they're always on top of their game. They're always training, always in the Danger Room. So, but of course, as an 18-year-old, she wants to go out. She wants to go out, she wants to have fun. And then it's a lot of little funny nuggets in here, especially if you like, I don't want to say like a fanboy growing up, with like the video games and the comic books. There's a lot of cool little nuggets in here. But there's a Motendo video game that's shaped like a Sega Genesis right on her, her counter next to her TV. And then as things start to change, Mojo comes back. You guys know Mojo, he's a really popular X-Men villain, especially in the 90s cartoon. In the comic books, a really popular X-Men villain. So it was cool to see him back, but this time it was more in the arcade sense. So what made it cool was, I don't know if you guys ever have, when growing up in the arcades, they had the X-Men arcade. It was a really big deal back in the day. On that, it had Cyclops, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Colossus, I want to say Storm and Dazzler. Like that, I want to say those are the characters on that arcade back in the day. And it was really cool, and it was based off the 80s X-Men. There was only one episode. It was called it was based off Kitty Pryde. It was back in the 80s, but they only did one episode of it. But yeah, that arcade system, that arcade was based off, that one episode. But in this, they kind of bring it back and throw little nuggets in there as Jubilee's trying to fight off Mojo and stuff like that. So it was really cool. And later on, you see that there was somebody who's helping him out behind the scenes, but it's another version of Jubilee that's older. She got the gray hair, but still, popping the gum and everything like that. So it was really cool. It was a very cool episode. And as it went along, you see, they fight Mojo and defeat him. Well, we'll see. We'll see if he comes back or not. But at the same time, it seems like as the episodes go on, you see her and Roberto building up a relationship. I think that's one of the things both these episodes is that it's a relationship. It's a relationship type of deal. So the Jubilee episode, I had a lot of fun with it. There was a lot of little nuggets in there, especially with the video games. It took me back. It took me back, especially growing up. I remember my father used to take me and my brother to that to the arcade, and that was one of my favorite things. Always play is that X-Men arcade system. But yeah. So part 2 was Life Death? Yeah, Life Death. That was very good, and that dealt more so with Storm and Forge helping her out. Was trying to get her powers back. So, and one thing about it is like, it was more emotional. The first episode was a lot more fun, but with Storm, this is more emotional because, Storm's like, I say it all the time, she's like the mother of the X-Men. So to see her go through this was really sad. But at the same time, Forge reveals to her that, his designs is what's something that the DOD took to make those collars. Those same designs. So he's looking at it as he's trying to get Storm her powers back, but it seems more so, not that, he loves her, but at the same time, like she said, like you're doing it for your redemption arc, for you feel bad for something that you did. So it's a very, very good episode. And at the end of the episode, the adversary, another powerful villain comes back into the scene. So, hey man, I'm loving this show. I'm loving this show a lot. I give this an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, it was really good. I had a lot of fun with the Jubilee episode. The Storm episode was a lot more slow, but it was very emotional. It was a very emotional episode. But you see, I think the links to both episodes was the fact that, like I said, there was the emotional aspect to it. Roberto and Jubilee and Forge and Storm. So very good. I'm loving this series all around. Look forward to my episodes. Look forward to my reviews for episodes 5 and 6. Those will be coming up soon. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think of the show. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.